Yes, my Between the Liners, welcome back to the Between the Lines podcast. I'm your host, Adnan. England have lost 2-1 to France in the quarterfinals of the World Cup 2022 in Qatar. I gave it the big one to everyone. I thought England were going to win. I can't hide my disappointment and my sadness at the fact that it's Harry Kane who's missed the decisive penalty in the 83rd minute, where he could have made it 2-2. And for people that know me, you lot know that I've backed Kane all my life. Since the day that I saw him in year 7, you lot know I've backed him every single step of the way. And there's been a lot of criticism about how well he plays in big games and does he turn up in the big moments? Is he a bottle job? Is it just another Spursy thing? And in the decisive moment where I was so sure the guy would score, he skied it over the bar. Let's get into the match reaction. I tried to take some time after the game to think about what I was going to say because I didn't want to get too emotional in here. But I've already got emotional, man. I'm very disappointed, to be honest. Let's get into the game. I usually talk about the starting lineup first. Look, when the starting lineup was announced, I didn't really criticise Southgate too much. I understood he was probably going to play the same lineup, especially after the way they played in Senegal. But what is this disrespect towards Marcus Rashford? I don't get it from Southgate. You could argue he could have started this game and it would have made complete sense. Fair enough, Foden and Saka played well in the last games, but you could very well argue the case that Marcus Rashford could have started this game. Henderson, I understood why he was playing. Going forward at the back was a brave decision against France. I completely respect Southgate's decision to go with the 4 at the back. Fair play to him. But yeah, I just think Rashford could have started. But in hindsight, obviously it's easy to say that. Let's go into the positives of the game. And yeah, we conceded. After that, I'd like to think that we did come back into the game quite well. We started putting pressure on France. We started keeping the ball a little bit more. Other than that, positives of the game throughout the whole game. Declan Rice, I thought obviously we lost the game, yeah, and he's probably in the holding midfield position. Probably is held accountable if the team concedes. Throughout most of that game, I did think he was excellent throughout that game. Showed why he deserves a move to a big club. Showed why he deserves to play on the big stage. You could argue he's at fault for the Tchouaméni goal. He was a bit lost at sea, as was Bellingham. Didn't close him down enough. But the first goal, we'll get into that in the negative, sorry. But Declan Rice, other than the goal conceding and the goals conceded, I thought we had a very good performance, especially defensively. That's what I like from my holding midfielders. Hustle and bustle, all action midfield performance from Declan Rice. Good performance from him. Other than that, I thought Kane was very good on the ball as well, in terms of holding up and creating chances and trying to break through the lines. I thought Kane was very important to our attacking display. Bukayo Saka, obviously we've lost the game. It's hard to be positive, but Bukayo Saka's performance, that wasn't a special performance. That was an adult performance, a professional and a very well taken performance from Bukayo Saka. I thought all game he's threatening the France left back, Theo Hernandez. I thought he was our biggest threat throughout the whole game in 90 minutes. He was the only one that every time he got the ball, France didn't know what to do with him. And that people keep saying how Dembele is a much better player than Saka. I thought Saka's performance completely outshined Dembele, because Dembele, other than 2-3 good crosses in the first half, Saka was completely outperforming in the whole game, and then Southgate took him off early for Sterling. We're going to get to that later in the negatives. But yeah, Saka, that was a coming-of-age performance. 21-year-old, he's here to stay for the future. Definitely solidified his place in the right wing slot if he didn't already. Other than that, positives, I thought Jordan Pickford had a good game. Couldn't really blame him for either of the goals. I just like his presence when he's in goal for England. Makes some good saves as well. Bellingham, although he probably wasn't the best on the ball today, I think his off the ball work and his determination to intercept passes, block passes was outstanding. Anywhere where he weren't really favourite to win the ball, or where it was a 50-50 at least, he was winning them. His determination and desire and his speed just in short distances to win a block or interception is out of this world for a 19-year-old especially. His fitness is crazy. A good performance from Bellingham. Probably could have done a little bit better in the ball. Also, in the second half when the boys came out, obviously I think we was 1-0 down at the second half. When the boys came out, they were absolutely all firing, and I love that desire. I love that energy from when they came out. They looked like they had belief in themselves, and obviously what the Harry Kane penalty after great play from Saka and Bellingham. So credit to them boys. Harry Kane sucked the first penalty away. Look, let's take it into the negatives, and I'm going to take it into Harry Kane straight away because I feel very emotional after that game. I've tried to take like an hour after the game to think about what I was going to say, to try and come at this rationally, but you lot know I've stuck up for Harry Kane for a long time, yeah? I've backed him from day one. There's been a lot of criticism about he's not a big game player and he doesn't turn up in the big games. He's a bottle job. And I think I have to agree with them. I have to agree with the haters now. Because yes, the way he took that first penalty, magnificent. The way he played in that game overall, pretty decent. Probably should have got through on goal a few more times. He should stay a bit further up in the pitch. He doesn't. You know his game. Likes to drop back deeper and try to create chances. I understand. But the second penalty, in my lifetime, I've seen this guy play football since 2004, yeah? And Shahan will back me up on this. I don't think I've ever seen him sky a penalty high. If anything, maybe the keeper might save it. It's usually on target. What was going on in Kane's head for that second penalty? Like, you play football against Lloris every single day of your career for the last 10 years. And obviously, he's succumbed under the pressure and he's given in and he's bottled it. He's skied it. I couldn't believe it. I've never ever been this disappointed in Kane like I am today. I've got some chocolate with me, by the way. It's Skylian. They've got a new package. They're not sponsoring me for this video, but it's my favourite ever chocolate, I think. They've got a new video, new box, new packaging. Apparently, it's a new improved praline recipe. Bit of comfort chocolate. I had to, because I knew I was going to get emotional about Kane. And look, I've backed him, like I said, from 2004. And I was so sure he was going to score that penalty. If I'd bet, yeah, I would put my whole dad's house on that penalty. Yeah, so very disappointing, man. Other than that, negatives, yeah. The referee. Look, also, I don't want to go too in on Kane because I can't say that we got knocked out or England got knocked out of the game just because of a Harry Kane penalty. Realistically, we didn't really create many chances either. There wasn't a lot of clear-cut chances. Maybe Saka had a chance, Maguire had a chance from a set piece. I wouldn't really say that we threatened them enough to potentially win the game, but at least I think we deserved a draw at least. Because, you know what? Everyone kept bigging up this France game and Mbappe. Realistically, yeah, they didn't threaten us either. I don't remember Pickford making too many big saves. Maybe one or two at best. But yeah, all right. Other negatives that obviously the goal we conceded to Giroud, the header. Maguire probably should have been a bit quicker. Giroud got ahead of his man. Can't really blame him. Giroud's a very experienced striker. He's a good striker. He's got ahead of his man via smart movement. The first goal, Bellingham, I think, should have closed him down a lot quicker. Rice, I think, got a bit lost in the midfield. The Tchouaméni shot was an excellent shot, don't get me wrong. He's got it through Bellingham's legs and it's gone into the bottom corner. It wasn't really that far in the bottom corner, I don't think. Should Pickford be saving that? Potentially, I don't know. Maybe saw it late through Bellingham's legs and the defender in front of him. I'm not so sure. Maybe should be doing a bit better, maybe, because it wasn't straight into the corner. You could argue Saka might have got fouled before the first goal, but I think it was a little bit soft. And Saka was our main threat throughout the whole game, so I don't think he can really come under much criticism. other than that, I don't think England really kept the ball for longer than 5 passes at any one time. And that was quite a disappointment. I felt like the occasion got to them. You didn't really see a lot of composure from the England boys. Bellingham was kind of giving it away. Henderson, who I've criticised a lot, wasn't impactful in an attacking sense throughout most of the game. A lot of the time when he was passing it forward, he was giving it away. I didn't really see any link-up play, any chemistry in terms of attacking for the England team. And then we take it on to the main person at fault, yeah, potentially for this loss. And obviously, a lot of people have got at me for, especially Shahan and Haroon, they've said I've been too overconfident of Southgate. And maybe they were right. Because what in the world was Southgate doing bringing on Raheem Sterling for Saka? Firstly, why did he take off Saka? Saka was our most effective player throughout the whole game. He was the only person getting fouled often and going past his man and creating chances in the attack. Why did he take off Saka, firstly? Secondly, why did he bring on Raheem Sterling ahead of Rashford? Tell me how that makes any sense. Rashford scored 3 goals in 4 games in very little amount of minutes in the World Cup. And he's brought on Raheem Sterling, who's had a burglary in his house or whatever's happened. I hope things are going well with his family or whatever. I hope everything's all right. But he hasn't played. He hasn't been at training. He's just come back from London. And he's bringing him on from the bench in the 65th minute ahead of Marcus Rashford. How does that make any sense? Like, someone please in the comments, get in the comments and explain to me, how did that make any sense? I just don't get it. What does Southgate have over players that are in form? Rashford should have been playing earlier. If not starting, he should have been playing earlier. It didn't make no sense bringing on Sterling. And even Mount, like what did we expect from Mount? Obviously, Mount won the penalty, fair enough, but that was stupid defending from, was it Theo Hernandez, I think, or was it Lucas? One of the Hernandez brothers. It was stupid defending to give away the penalty. Other than that, Mount didn't do nothing. Like, I would rather have brought on Grealish or stick Foden there. Stick Foden in the CAM position or the 10 position. Put Rashford on the left. Put Saka on the right. Saka was our most effective player. He took him off. Unless that's for injury, that was a dumb decision. Look, we'll take it into the match roundup, yeah? Overall, I'm very disappointed with 2 people, yeah? And it pains me to say this. Because people that know me, yeah, you know I love Harry Kane, yeah? I've backed him from day one. I've always thought he's a world-class talent. Obviously, everyone knows he's world-class, but there's big question marks over him in the big games now. He's almost like Lewandowski. Like, can this guy turn up in the big games? Does he even deserve a trophy from now? He's proven in the decisive moments he can't turn up. And it kills me to say that. And the second person, Gareth Southgate. He's made all the right decisions up until this point. And just the Rashford, obviously, I'm not even saying that Rashford will come on and change the game completely, because we don't know that. But he's on form. You have a good chance of something special happening potentially with Rashford on the pitch rather than Raheem Sterling. And he plays Sterling on the right. Sterling is better on the left anyway. You know what? I didn't think Foden had the best game overall either. Didn't really think he was that effective. Look, we've lost the game 2-1. Congratulations to France. Whether they deserve the win or not, I think is very debatable. And I don't know if I mentioned already, the referee was an absolute joke. So many decisions were going France's way. I didn't understand what the hell was going on. So many times our players were fouled and the referee was letting it play. But when it was a France player, it was blowing up straight away. I don't know what the hell was going on about that. You lot decide if it's corruption or not. I'm not going to say nothing. End of the day, I don't think we lost the game because of the referee's performance. We probably didn't create enough chances. And Southgate, with this amount of talent in the squad, should we be expecting a little bit better? I don't know. It's very hard to decide. Let me know in the comments what you lot think. At the same time, we have to accept that this France team might just be better than us. Sometimes in football, You have to accept that other team might be better than your team. And that's what it comes down to. Little individual moments like Griezmann's cross and Giroud's Giroud ability and desire to win the header and win the game. Sometimes you just have to accept that that's part of football. And you also need a bit of luck to go through in these big games. And unfortunately, I think the luck went against us this game. We didn't really have much luck. So we have to accept that maybe we weren't the best team on the day, or maybe we're not the best team overall, and therefore France got the win. They've got better tournament experience as well. That counts. Probably got a lot more players that have actually won things in their teams more than us, even though they are a weakened side. So some disappointment with the manager, a lot of disappointment with Harry Kane from my side, unfortunately. Looking ahead, there's two things that we need to look out for from now. Or three things, sorry. One, how do we expect these players to perform in the Premier League after this? Especially these England players now, they're probably going to feel dejected. A lot of them are going to feel devastated. Harry Kane, how does he turn up after this? Saka, how does he perform now with Arsenal, who are top of the league right now? Does his performances fall off? A lot of the United players even. Maguire, Shaw. A lot of these players we might have to expect. They're going to feel very down inside them. They might start to play badly in the Premier League. Declan Rice, what does he think now? He probably thinks he needs to move away. He's given himself a good account of himself in this World Cup, especially this performance. He might think, I need a big move right now. Because West Ham ain't really doing too well either. Mason Mount, he can stay at Chelsea. I don't see anyone else buying him. Jordan Henderson, he can go back to Sunderland if he wants. 2. The next Euro 2024 is in Germany. Germany, after the last 2 World Cup performances they've had and the last Euros performance, they're going to want to turn up on their home turf. What do England do next? Which takes me to my third point. Gareth Southgate. Does he stay on till the World Cup? The Euros. His contract doesn't run out till Euro 2024, after Euro 2024. Do we expect him to stay on? Does he hand in his resignation? What do you guys think? I just think, that me personally, he's worked with the under-21s. He's been around and in around the England setup for a long time now. England football is overall in a pretty decent place. The youngsters are starting to get better. The Fodens, the Sakas, the Bellinghams. We're starting to get a lot more technical players again. I'd let him have the Euros, because also I don't want to forget that my love for the England team has grown. These last few tournaments, we can't forget that my love for the England team has grown. And yes, we've failed at the final hurdle again, or at the big team again. But I can't deny that the feeling inside me is mostly positive, and I am pretty proud of the players. I can't deny that. That's how I feel inside. Maybe some of you lot feel differently, but I do feel pretty positive about the team. I can't fault them for effort, and I can't fault them for determination. Just slight tactical differences and mentality issues that we can't get past the final hurdle or the big game hurdle. So overall, look, it's France. We've lost. Like the video, please. It will help me get a long way. That was pretty brutal. Felt like a therapy session, getting that off my chest. I'm going to be eating chocolate and drinking water for the rest of the night. Get in the comments. Let me know what you thought of the game. Who was our best player? I'd probably say Saka. Potentially Rice for his hard work, determination, getting himself about, keeping it simple. Should Southgate get out of here? Should Southgate go? I'm not so sure. Look, I'd probably give him to the end of Euro 2024 and then we try to go for a bigger manager. And the thing is, there's not many managers out there that are probably willing to take the England job. Like what? Some people might say Wenger, but is he going to come take the England job? Probably not. Graham Potter, he's just got the Chelsea job. Tuchel, does he take the English job? He's German. I'm not so sure. It's very difficult right now. It's hard to take in. Anyway, sorry this video was out a bit later than usual. I just had to dissect everything in my head first. Like the video. Get in the comments and let me know what you thought. I'm devastated, to be honest. Harry Kane, I feel very let down by it, to be honest. I can't believe he didn't score. I was so sure he was going to score. This is Between the Lines podcast. Subscribe to the channel, share the video, go check out the Spotify, it's blowing up. Go check out the TikTok, it's blowing up. Go check out the Twitter, let me know what you want to think. Let me know what you think. Go check out that Insta, let me know what you think. This is the Between the Lines podcast. On all social media handles is at BTL Pods. I'm Adnan, I'm your host. This is Between the Lines podcast. See you in the next one. Peace out.
Between the lines.